I wake up to watch the sunrise, heal my pain by looking at the blue skies. I'm alive with my God, I see two minds. Mississippi burning, I prayed that I was earning. I can measure hate, racism ain't a person. All the hate they give like it never was emergence. If Jesus died for sin, why the black person burning? If Jesus died for sins, why the black person burning? Yeah. If Jesus died for sins, why the black person burning? Look at the state we in. Learned the lesson, didn't win. White man is a shadow and the black man is a sin. I'll bleed the blood again. Get the message from within. I pray for peace cause I know I'm gonna win. I pray for peace cause I know I'm gonna win. I pray for peace cause I know I'm gonna win. We pray for peace cause we know we gon' rise and shine. Earth stars, welcome to my channel. My name is Nova 2 Serious. This is where I channel my energy. I am an artist. I'm from Mississippi, and this video today is going to be about the black man's safety. I want to try to keep it quick and simple because I like to rant about these things because I really care about my safety. I was just crying inside the previous video because I feel like I've thrown myself away because I don't care about the way that I look anymore. I don't care about what's going on because I feel like it's useless. I felt like it's useless. And why I want to talk about the safety, I'm ranting again. Why I want to talk about safety is to get it out there that I had this going through my mind that, like, as a black man, I am not safe anywhere. So I am in defense at the same time. And I'm not trying to say that that is an excuse for, like, looking to defend myself. What I'm trying to say is, what am I defending myself against? Why do I have to defend myself instead of a place that says that it's public for everyone? And that's not how they're treating me. That's not how they're acting towards me. When I talk about them, I'm talking about the state of Mississippi. I'm talking about the people that benefit off of the state of Mississippi. I'm talking about the people that don't even know that, like, the state of Mississippi is in their lives. Like, quite literally in their lives. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm saying that being aware of who has not really control, but investment in who you are as a person, that changes the way that a person would treat you, especially if you don't know that they're investing in you. And I'm here to change the way that my investments have been going. Mississippi has been investing in me inside of a different way. It's not really a bad way that they've invested in me. It's just the way that I was either raised up or the way that I had chose to live inside of school. And it's not even that, but there's also the culture. There's also so many different things that tie into the reason that black boys act the way that they do, and black men become the men that they are. I am becoming a man. I just got done doing my 20s. I just got done living in my 20s. I had a lot of fun, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't wish to have done, but I have did it, and I have to own it. I have to become everything that I have chosen to be in order to be who I want to be. And that's the problem that I didn't take on right away as a child, was becoming who I wanted to be in order to be who I needed to be. It's about being. But anyway, this is some more ranting. Let me get into what I actually put together when it comes to the black man's safety. So when it comes to the black man's safety, you have to understand how the safety of a black man works, because the safety of a black man is mostly his family. It's mostly the way that his community is thriving with him, and it's also the way that his health is going and engaging with all of those different things, because those are the foundations of his life. Work, home, family. Those are the foundations of every black man's life. There's not any black man that does, and people that don't have those things, they substitute them in other ways. They don't just, go without it, because it's a formality thing. It's like we have to be formally introduced to ourselves relatively in order for us to be able to engage with our environment. I don't even know if I'm talking about this stuff in the right way, but we get targeted through different practices, and these practices involve law enforcement, public facilities, you know, like DHS and stuff like that, residential neighborhoods, residential neighborhood watch, you know, systematic targeting, easy blaming, you know, pick a nigga, systematic targeting. Dang, I just said that shit again. But anyway, patronized for being unaverage, you know, just being different and able is a problem for them, because it shows that, you know, you can grow into something, you grow into something that they can't control. You know, medically discredited, hinting at, oh yeah, this person doesn't take care of themselves. Like, yes, despite what they had, they still had the ability to care for themselves, like, or do stuff. Now I'm doing it and I'm still getting harassed. But anyway, you know, consistent monitoring, and yeah, those are the ways that we're targeted through the state of Mississippi, because that's what it is. It's through the state of Mississippi. Mississippi is just a picture. Like, hey, this is how our Mississippi look. But my Mississippi isn't the same Mississippi as the Mississippis y'all be watching on TV, that y'all see inside of those casual dining restaurants. My Mississippi isn't the same Mississippi as the person that's at the commercial store or the store buying something that, you know, yes, they worked hard to get, but at the same time, they were afforded that opportunity in order to be able to do that. I'm not saying that I should have everybody's opportunity. I'm saying that I had an opportunity and my opportunity was sabotaged. Either that, or I didn't get a real opportunity. Either that, or I was just put inside of my place every time. So, yeah, that's how Black men are targeted through, you know, the state of Mississippi. And all this stuff is on the foundation of two main things, healthcare and employment. Employment is security. Healthcare is your safety and your well-being. Your well-being is matched with your safety and security, but those are the two things. Those are the two foundations that are consistently attacked in Mississippi when it comes to a Black person. And when I say attacked, I'm talking about denied at hospitals. I'm talking about, you know, targeted inside of a shopping center because you don't have bags and blah, blah, this and that, and you're just looking around. Or I'm talking about, you know, being employed and going to work and consistently being berated by a manager that knows that you are doing the best, maybe even better than the next person. And they put so much on you. They put so much on you because you're so better that they want to see what you can do. And then they exaggerate that and then tell you that you're going to get somewhere. And when it boils down, Tiffany over inside of the, you know, the other section gonna bring her problems and her dishes to you because that's what everybody else do. So like, it's easier for her to get, and if she don't get you to do what she want her to do, if you don't become her bitch, if you don't become her slave in a sense, then you get backlash and you get fired because you're not a team worker. You're violating policy. They call it insubordinate. Yeah, and there are resources to help, you know, Black people in Mississippi, but those resources aren't really for Black people. I'm not saying that the resources were made for Black people; they were just made for people that needed help in Mississippi, that didn't have proper things inside of Mississippi. And my mother, you know, she did everything that she could, which she was consistently working a lot. And I just never had a lot of time to talk to her socially. My sister did because she is a female and she needed a female leadership. But I didn't have a father. I did have a stepdad though. Stepdad, he was there, you know, when he was ready. But anyway, yeah. So like, when it comes to resources apply to disabled, unenabled white Mississippians, excluding special conditions, which, you know, evolve into like nepotism, where either they helping family members or they helping friends or they helping just somebody that, you know, they friends know, blah, 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 friend of a friend. Or, you know, you got the advocates when it comes to resources. Advocates for resources are the ones that are basically handing out these different things like, oh, you want some food stamps? I know somebody get you on some food stamps. I know somebody this and that. Oh, you trying to get a house? I know somebody did get the house for you. I know somebody do this. Just tell me when you call at this time. And that's how they get y'all connect. But then again, everything random at DHS. You know what I mean? But then you type in names. It's not like any of that stuff is documented the way that they use it anyway, because if it was documented, then they will hold people accountable. And the reason that they don't hold people accountable is because maybe that's what the state of Mississippi wants. Anyway, so yeah, advocates. And those are resource criminals that harbor resources and utilize resources as if it's theirs when it's tax dollars, and for the people that actually, you know, are struggling inside of the place that we all created, because we're dreamers. We're dreamers. We're dreaming together. And yeah, I just gotta put my dream into the American system so that I can see what I was dreaming about, because shit, I was dreaming. I've been dreaming. And yeah, then they got the converters. The converters are the ones that, you know, listen to the advocates, that are product of the advocates. The converters are the ones that are poorly educated, and it's not just white people that are poorly educated, sometimes other ethnicities and black people. But black people don't get credit for the things that they've done, or the education that they try to utilize, or the things that they try to strive for. If anything, a crackheaded white person that has converted from average life into, you know, a life of dependency is more prone to getting something than an ambitious black, you know, person that is converting from average to a life of dependency. And yeah, like that's kind of where my mom came from. She worked so hard to like get to where she is. And I don't know what's going on with any of this stuff. I just know that I don't feel safe in Mississippi. This is my hometown, my home city, my home state. Not my home city, but my home state. I don't feel safe here. And this is my home. If I go somewhere else, they're gonna bring all of my unsafetyness to that state. They're gonna bring all of my Western, because I'm a U.S. citizen. So anywhere I go, what I did here is gonna follow me. You know what I mean? Like, they playing games, bro. And all I'm trying to do is survive and have stability so I can take care of my kid. I'm talking about my safety, and they want to play games, bro. I'm gonna get out there and do what I need to do, but this gotta be put out that I know what's going on, and I'm out here to defend myself. I ain't looking for shit. I'm not looking for nobody to make feel bad. And if you come to me with your feeling bad, I'm leaving, because I don't want that in my life. I don't have time to be around people that feel bad. I felt bad long enough. This is for my safety. So, beneath all of that, healthcare, employment, the lack of resources, the way that they get at us in our individual lives are targeting our economics, the way that we utilize life economically, whether it's traveling, recreation, privacy, or housing. There's more to it, but these are the things that I've experienced mostly. So when it comes to traveling, I've experienced the riding dirty stops. I've experienced the B&E mission looks, where, you know, is he here to steal? Like, we gotta watch him, neighborhood watch. He don't live around here. And, you know, preying on the public, like preying on people in the public, trying to get somebody to respond or react to you and stuff. Or, you know, just basic border control. And when I talk about border control, I'm talking about red line passes, red line passes equate to, you know, people that live in behind the red line or on the red line properties, you know what I mean? Properties that are red line. The people that live there, if they leave off of the property, they're monitored. Basically, a pass saying that you can move about publicly, but once you enter a certain area, you're on our radar. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's happening the way that it is, and like more conveniently, the police are able to be there and criminalize actual criminals. I'm not saying that that's not how life should it be. I know criminals deserve to own up for their crimes and get caught up. But what about the ones that taking off? What about the ones that are very aware of the repercussions and still get away? I'm a citizen. I'm a civilian. I didn't take an oath. That's all I'm saying. And then we got into recreation. For recreation, they got payday monitoring and coercion. Payday monitoring is basically on your payday. The things that you plan, they try their hardest to sabotage it. On payday, the things that you go for, they try their hardest to make sure that it's not available. On payday, the plans that you've made just don't happen the way that they're supposed to. I'm not saying that, you know, like, that's every time. I'm just saying that that's how they utilize tactics in order to cause chaos or confusion. CI criminals, they're a part of the recreational period too, because they only apply at recreational times. And when I'm talking about the way that they apply it, it's at the workplace. It's just in regular outings, you know, going to the park or going out with friends, or the HOA, the Home Associate or Home Authority Association, or whatever HAO. I don't care about none of that stuff because I don't have property here in Mississippi, so I can't really care about it. And when I was working for it, I couldn't. Anyway, yeah, look out for the confidential informant criminals, because it's a crime what they're doing. That's why you call them confidential informants, because I'm pretty sure that they report to the FBI, CIA, you know, ATF, all those different things, talking about, you know, what they think should go on. Gatekeepers, no? So yeah, recreation also applies to critical sabotage. When I say critical sabotage, I'm talking about the things that matter, the things that make a difference in your life, you know, like memorable moments, you know, like seeing your daughter for like, you know, the first time in like 6 years or something like that. Like, they probably would try to sabotage that shit, or bring some type of psychological thing into it to where you can't really enjoy it, like literally. And they target mostly, you know, parties, business advances, and just personal relationships overall. And then that ties into privacy. When it comes to privacy, how we're being monitored or controlled when it comes to privacy is through behavioral cybersecurity. That's a new one. Behavioral cybersecurity. I'm not going to explain about that. As a matter of fact, I make more videos about the stuff that I'll be going through in order to explain this stuff and what I'm talking about. You know, workplace safety, because you have the ability to have privacy in the workplace, and the ability to be able to be yourself in the workplace, because that's the whole point of the EEOC, if I'm not mistaken. Educational privacy. When you talk about educational privacy, we're talking about the ability to go to school and actually learn inside the classrooms, instead of, you know, being made fun of or you know, like having distractions or not. And what else ties into privacy? Cultural adjustments. The cultural adjustments are the main things that tie into privacy, and, you know, instill poverty inside of the Black community in Mississippi. And then the last one out of all of those are housing, which is, you know, they like to use these things as tools in order for them to apply to a different America. I'm not calling them criminals. I'm not calling them, you know, militia, like illegal militias, but it seems very illegal the way that this militia is handling itself, because they want to call me less of an American, and I'm here advocating for them at the same time. Advocating, because I know that there are people out there that are good. So care about my safety too. Respect my safety, because that's what I care about here. That's what this video is about, is you know, somebody being able to respect my safety. And if you can't, then I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. No homo. I'm just saying. I like that song. I wish a black dude made a song like that. But if a black dude made a song like that, it would never come out. And if it did come out, it'd probably be talking about bitches, hoes, and money, because we are the go-getters of the black community. I'm not saying that black women aren't. I'm not saying that the goddess isn't. I'm just saying that the goddess, she got different applicable tools, so she allowed that to be, you know, something for her son to do. You know what I mean? He'll go get her. I gotta let him do something. If he don't, his energy gonna go somewhere else. You know, and that's what them Caucasians know about, where the energy go. Where your energy go is where your energy goes. Where you go. When it comes to housing in Mississippi, is poor quality, high price, and the most common thing of all here in Mississippi, abuse and secondhand abuse. Secondhand abuse is witnessing abuse, whether it's yelling, arguments, or, you know, just somebody getting slapped. It could be anything. I mean, go look at the Dollar General thing that happened here, where the lady got stumped at work. She was on the clock and she got stumped at work on the clock. This happened in, I think it was Petal, Mississippi. I'll show you the news broadcast thing, but what I'm trying to say is there's no real safety here. And I hope that lady come out, you know, good on her side. I want to do something about it. You know, bringing money back into Mississippi, bro, for black people, because it's not black money. It's black traumas. It ain't black money. Mississippi. What's wrong with the money? The money revenue for the culture here in Mississippi. I know everybody on drugs, but stop giving us drugs, Mississippi. Mississippi still, you know, make sure that that the law is actually doing their job instead of harassing people, Mississippi. Come on, Mississippi. Thank you, Mississippi. Thank you for being honest. Because that's what I want. I want to be honest. I want honesty to be given to me. I'm tired of the lies. I'd rather. All right. If you like what you're watching, subscribe, like, share, comment. And I appreciate you watching. I appreciate whoever decides to look at this, because I feel like my traumas go unheard. And that's the point. Just wanted to be, you know, shown, shared, that I'm not looking to be the criminal that they want me to be. Because that's what they want. All right, bye.